Private and public blockchain. Let us now understand what a private and public blockchain is. It helps you to get a deeper grasp on whether you should use public blockchain over private blockchain for your data, applications, and solutions. Public blockchain. A public blockchain is open to all, and everyone can see it as well as write over the data. So here you don't need any authorization, as you have open access to all the data. Moreover, as they have open access, the rules are very complicated along with a complex consensus algorithm for better security. Now let us discuss complex consensus algorithm in detail, along with proof of work and proof of stake. Miners use these algorithms to confirm the transactions. So, a public blockchain has a more complex consensus algorithm compared to private blockchain, because in a private blockchain, the permission is limited to a group of people who are accessing the network. So in private blockchain, you don't need this group of people to solve a complex problem, wasting precious time because the data needs to be confirmed very quickly. Now, when it comes to complex consensus algorithm, they are computationally more expensive to mine into a block. When Bitcoin started, the difficulty level wasn't so high, but with an increase in number of miners, the consensus algorithm has become even more complex, forming a linear curve. Hence, the more number of miners, the higher the computation to confirm the transaction, increasing the block size. Power and electricity required to mine the transaction on the public ledger also increases. A public blockchain is not owned by anyone. It has no central authority or a single person owning it. Even Satoshi, who started the white paper for Bitcoin, transferred everything to the public in 2009. So all the public blockchains are open, where no one owns them, and you can read and write data over it. The Bitcoin blockchain and Ethereum blockchain are the best examples of public blockchains. Private blockchain. Private blockchain, as the name suggests, is for personal use. It can be used with your existing applications to make them even more secure. So, such networks allow you to provide significant permissions, like you can authorize the nodes connecting to the network. Nodes are nothing but different computers connected inside the peer-to-peer network running the blockchain codes. So every node has its database for the blockchain it's running for. In a private blockchain, you can provide authorizations as to who can read the data and who can transfer the data. You can even provide authorization in a way that only person A has the permission to transfer money and person B can only view the data. The private blockchain has less security as compared to a public blockchain, because in private blockchain, we make it easily accessible to a certain group of people and not millions. Also, if you are using private blockchain, then you too can have the same kind of security like a public blockchain or Bitcoin, and one authorized node can be the arbitrator for any disputes. For example, if person A is transferring a Bitcoin to person B, and then person A is transferring the same Bitcoin to person C, this transaction is verified by different nodes, confirming that person A cannot transfer the same Bitcoins to person C, because he has already transferred them to person B. This proof is achievable with any number of nodes in a public blockchain, but in a private blockchain, the authorized node has to verify the disputes. Now, as far as the cost is concerned, if you are hosting a private network, lesser people would be connected, reducing the peer-to-peer connections, making it less expensive to add a transaction in a blockchain. So let's say if you have 10 miners available, then the people who are confirming your transactions over the blockchain don't have to solve a complex puzzle, unlike in Bitcoin. They will have a very simple solution achievable within a few seconds to confirm your transactions. The private blockchain will have one or more private entities who will own the blockchain and host a private solution, depending on the needs and demands of the company. Hence, nobody can access this blockchain without your permission. So, now you can see that it is easy and computationally less expensive to set up a private blockchain than a public blockchain, because you have a small network of people and you don't leave big firms working behind the blockchain, but rather a company of 500 or 1,000 people who are using blockchain to store data over it. Now, moving to the other parts of private blockchain. If you are the only single party who is going to control the private blockchain, unlike public blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum, then you can sign a legal contract. Your legal contract can state that you are using the blockchain technology to make transactions inside your private network without any coins, cryptocurrency associated with this data. It's a legal contract, so over the private blockchain, you can have a legal contract that you can control it. If you are the only single party who is going to control the private blockchain, not like the public blockchain, which has the Bitcoin and Ethereum. This gives you legal security and more control over the blockchain, unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum, which have been deemed unlawful by certain countries. On the other hand, in some countries, even blockchains are taxable. So now you know that the private blockchain is for those who want to have more control over the blockchain, who want to be the authority governing the blockchain. An example of private blockchain is RecordsKeeper blockchain that has been created by us, or the ICICI blockchain that has been created by the bank for their organization. I hope you enjoyed this lecture and will join us for the next one to understand peer-to-peer network better. Thank you.